On the eve of a terrible anniversary involving the horrific use of a weapon, Canadians remain deeply divided on how to keep track of guns. Nowhere more than in Quebec, where 25 years on, the memories are still fresh. The CBC's Ainsley McClellan explains.
It was an attack the likes of which Canada had never seen and hasn't since.
He has a rifle in his hand. Nobody moved.
Marc Lepine, armed with his Ruger Mini 14, went on a murderous rampage.
I was so terrified by seeing somebody killing my friends.
In the wake of the shootings, many survivors and victims' families led the charge to strengthen Canada's gun control. The gun used in the massacre no longer needs to be registered because the long gun registry was scrapped. Quebec headed to the Supreme Court to try to preserve the data, like names and addresses, so it can create its own registry. Meanwhile, the Harper government's new bill, C-42, would make it easier for licensed owners in some provinces to transport restricted weapons.
There is something that the government could do to avoid putting women or girls at greater risk. That's to withdraw a bill, C-42.
All the opposition wants to do is fearmonger.
Some argue the Polytechnique shootings should never have been used to push for a gun registry in the first place. Claude Colgan is a gun owner and advocate.
It's insane for absolutely no results.
He's also the brother of one of the Polytechnique victims, Hélène Colgan.
Hélène would be outraged that her name and her death would lead to the criminalization of millions of law-abiding Canadians. The sole reason why Hélène died is Marc Lepine.
Nathalie Provost still lives with the physical scars from being shot in the Polytechnique classroom. For her, controlling weapons is part of the equation for preventing violence, a control she feels is slipping away.
That's not my view for Canada. I think that I was not born in that kind of country, but that's the kind of country I'm living in now.
The government says its proposed legislation would protect victims by requiring in-classroom training and making it easier to take away guns from those convicted of domestic violence. Still, many victims' families hope to see it defeated in the Senate. 25 years later, a debate that continues. Ainsley McClellan, CBC News, Montreal.